Ladies and gentlemen, it is I, Alexander Kelly, your general manager of RUW and your soon-to-be 2025 King of the Ring. However, there's something else I want to be. I want to be your RUW Fight Club champion. Alright? So guess what? Tonight will be me versus the assassin Mark Jones for the RUW Fight Club Championship. I'm giving it to you. I'm giving you all a treat. Alright? And Mark Jones, you're in the building tonight. And you'll have no choice but to accept. So, you better get ready. You better have done your training. You better have done your research. Because I may have been the one to train you, but I'm about to teach you everything you didn't learn. Question is, are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the RUW Fight Club. We have 3 fights in store for you here tonight, including our main event, Alexander Kelly. We just saw Alexander Kelly asked the assassin Mark Jones for a fight. However, this show is happening right now, so Mark Jones has no choice but to accept. So that is going to be our main event. Mark Jones will put his newly won RUW Fight Club Championship on the line against the RUW General Manager Alexander Kelly, and what a main event that is going to be. But tonight we kick things off with former WEF Intercontinental Champions and former RUW United States Championships going to battle. We know the history that these two men have. JT battles Judas in our first fight. Let's get into this. If I'm not mistaken, this is the first ever Season 5 appearance of this man right here, JT, the current WEF United States Champion. And now, for those of you who missed Strikeout, JT now has a #1 contender for that United States Championship. And that #1 contender will be in our main event later tonight. And that #1 contender is none other than Alexander Kelly himself. Alexander Kelly defeated Lucy and the Hillbilly Beast Grizzly to become the #1 contender for the WEF United States Championship. So we await that fight at the next WEF PLE. But now here comes the Demon Judas, the leader of the Twisted Nation. As I stated, both of these competitors are former WEF United States champions. JT is the current WEF United States champion. But they are also former... Oh wait, no. My bad. I take that back. Take back everything I just said. Both of these men, former WEF Intercontinental Champions. That is what I meant to say. And they are also both former RUW United States Champions. As I stated, we know the history that these two men have. Tonight, they go to battle in our opening fight. Who will walk out the victor? Ladies and gentlemen, let's get this fight started. There are the rules on screen. No counts, no pinfalls, and the only way to win is by knockout or submission.
The following is an underground match. The only ways to win are by knockout or submission. Introducing first, from Kentucky, weighing in at 228 pounds, the United States Champion, JT. And from the pits of hell, weighing in at 228 pounds, the Demon, Judith.
Judas versus JT. Let's do this thing. Oh, immediately Judas with a super kick, connecting right under the jaw. Sorry if my audio was a little off sync. It does that sometimes. I have no idea why, but you know, we'll just deal with it. Judas, look at this, bringing the fight to JT here. The WEF United States Champion is in trouble. Oh, look at this, Judas locking in the armbar. Very wise submission to lock in a fight like this, but JT able to escape. But Judas still on the heavy offense. JT cannot catch a break. Oh, Judas could be looking for something on JT here. Looking for an Irish whip, but JT able to counter. Oh, bicycle kick sends Judas off the apron. Oh, JT just crashed and burned on the outside. He was looking for something, but he did not get any of that. And now Judas turning the WEF United States Champion inside out. Again, JT just cannot catch a break from the offense of Judas. Look at this now, Judas with repeated shots to the face, and JT has just been busted open. Now Judas has JT hooked, has him up, and delivering the glam slam. And now Judas sending JT inside the ring. JT though right back up to his feet and delivering a headbutt to Judas. Now JT finally able to rally in this fight. And look at this, just raking away at the face of Judas. Now JT sends Judas flying off the apron. Now it's Judas who cannot catch a break from the offense of the WEF United States Champion, JT. Now Judas is busted open. Oh, JT just sent him right into those steps. Now JT beating the living hell out of Judas. Both of these men busted open. Both of these men bleeding profusely from the face. But now JT is trying to get Judas to tap out here. But now Judas able to fight out of the submission quickly. But now JT could be in trouble here. Judas has a hold of him. And into those steps. JT is catching a beating here. Judas looking to put the finishing touches on this fight. Has JT up. Could be looking for the Judas effect. But JT able to fight back. Now Judas just picking apart JT. And again, locking in the armbar. Just trying to tear that shoulder out of the socket. But again, JT able to escape the hold. Now JT sending Judas into the steps yet again. And now JT once again looking to get the Demon Judas to tap out. But that is not going to happen on Judas's terms. Oh, Judas with the South of Heaven on the JT. And now looking to put this fight away. Judas looking for the Judas effect and finally able to connect it. And that puts this fight to an end. What an opening contest. Both of these men brought the fight, but it was ultimately Judas who got the better of JT. South of Heaven connected. And then immediately followed up the South of Heaven with the Judas effect. And that put this one away.
Here is your winner, the Demon, Judas!
Elsa Grace in the chat. Yes, I am able to see the chats. Thank you for joining in. Ladies and gentlemen, that was just our opening contest. We have 2 more fights headed your way. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Season 5 debut of the current RUW Intercontinental Champion, the Spartan Brandon Collins, and he will be going up against the Red Kingdom Destroyer. Both of these men have similar fighting styles. Both of these men are quick and very agile. So this fight coming up next could really go either way. We have not seen the Spartan Brandon Collins since he won the Intercontinental Championship at RUW Season Finale 4. But he makes his Season 5 debut and his RUW return as he battles the Red Kingdom Destroyer. And here he is, the RUW Intercontinental Champion, the man who defeated Chris Danger at RUW Season Finale 4. It's the Spartan Brandon Collins. And I won't lie to you, this right here was the best Brandon Collins I could find on Community Creations. I know it doesn't look the greatest, but it's the best one I could find. Okay? But Brandon Collins means business. He makes his RUW return. He wants to prove that he has not lost a step since his Intercontinental Championship win at Season Finale 4. But now here is the Red Kingdom Destroyer. And he's looking to prove to everybody that he should be taken more seriously as a competitor, both in RUW and WEF.
The following contest is an underground match. The only ways to win are by knockout or submission. Introducing first, from Dayton, Ohio, weighing in at 176 pounds, the Intercontinental Champion, Brandon Collins. And from Whitesburg, Kentucky, weighing in at 182 pounds, the Destroyer!
Brandon Collins versus the Red Kingdom Destroyer. Second fight of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, who will walk out the winner? Now Destroyer. Oh my! Holy! Oh my God! Brandon Collins, how does that not knock a man out? He has to be out cold. Face first into that solid steel ring post. And Destroyer, he is whooping ass. My God. But now Brandon finally able to answer back. Finally able to rally in this fight. But not for long. Brandon is in some serious trouble. He's busted open. He just got his face smacked off of the ring post just a few moments ago. Oh, this fight is not looking good for him, and it just started. Destroyer is picking him apart, wearing him down, whooping his ass. Now Destroyer sending the Spartan back inside the ring. And this might be all Destroyer. This fight right here might be all Destroyer. Look at the blood running profusely down the face of the Spartan Brandon Collins. Now Destroyer trying to get him to tap out. But Brandon is not going to let that happen. Despite taking a beating, Brandon still has some fight in him. But Destroyer with a super kick sends Brandon flying off the apron. But now Brandon able to bounce back in this fight. Now he's looking to get Destroyer to tap out. But Destroyer with a quick escape. And now Destroyer wisely targeting those legs of the RUW Intercontinental Champion. Oh, and now sending him midsection first into those steps. And speaking of that midsection, Destroyer's just going to target that area. Brandon Collins is in some serious trouble. Destroyer not laying off the beating. Now Destroyer connecting that sliced bread. And now looking to put this fight to bed. Destroyer with the stunner. This fight really was all Destroyer. Brandon Collins was not able to get much offense in at all, if any. Destroyer laid in the ass whooping. There you can see Destroyer connecting the sliced bread onto the Spartan Brandon Collins. He laid it in on the RUW Intercontinental Champion. Destroyer proved why he should be taken more seriously. And Destroyer secures a win in this fight. But ladies and gentlemen, you know what that means. That is correct. Coming up next, it is main event time. We have a championship match, ladies and gentlemen. Do not go anywhere. As we saw when the show first started, Alexander Kelly demanded that he gets a championship match in the main event. The assassin Mark Jones had no choice but to accept. But the question is, will Mark Jones be able to retain his newly won RUW Fight Club Championship? Or will the RUW General Manager be at the top of the mountain of the Fight Club, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to find out. Do not go anywhere. Main event championship fight coming up momentarily.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Fighting Championship.
And here is Alexander Kelly making his way down to the ring. Will Alexander Kelly be able to secure himself some championship gold for the first time in a decent bit of time? Oh, Alexander Kelly certainly means business. Otherwise, he wouldn't have demanded a championship match at the start of the show. Mark Jones, you might be in for a beating, bud. And here he is, the RUW Fight Club champion. Won that championship 2 weeks ago when he defeated Sethi in the finals of the RUW Fight Club Championship Tournament. But now he battles Alexander Kelly for that championship. Will the assassin Mark Jones have a short-lived title reign? Or will he prove that he belongs at the top of the division here in the RUW Fight Club, ladies and gentlemen? What a main event this is going to be. RUW Fight Club Championship on the line. Who will run the RUW Fight Club at the top of the division?
Introducing the challenger from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 204 pounds, Alexander and his opponent from San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 203 pounds, the World Fighting Champion, the Assassin, Mark Jones.
Main event about to be underway momentarily. RUW Fight Club Championship up for grabs. And the question remains, will the assassin Mark Jones have a short-lived title reign? Or will he prove that he belongs at the top of the division here in RUW? Again, there are the rules. There are no countouts, no pinfalls, and the only ways to win are by knockout or submission. Let's get this main event started. There's the bell. This is going to be an absolute war. And Alexander immediately sending the assassin Mark Jones into that ring post. And this might be all Alexander Kelly from this point onward. He's lining up the assassin Mark Jones for something here. Alexander Kelly with a spear. And Alexander, look at this, just picking apart the assassin Mark Jones here. Oh, he thinks this is light work. To be fair, Alexander Kelly did train the assassin Mark Jones. He trained him to be a professional wrestler in the 2KE Fed. So he knows the assassin Mark Jones. But now he's about to teach the assassin Mark Jones what Mark didn't learn. Look at this. Alexander just wearing him down, trying to get him to tap out. But Mark with a quick escape. And now Mark lighting up Alexander Kelly. There's a clothesline. And now Mark Jones, look at this, targeting that right arm. Now calling for Alexander Kelly to make it back up to his feet. Mark Jones now lighting up the general manager. Look at this, repeated kicks, and Alexander goes down. But just like that, Kelly answering back. Now Alexander, dropping the elbow on the left leg. Now it's Alexander picking apart the assassin Mark Jones. Now look at this. Now it's Alexander with the repeated kicks to the face. And knocking Mark Jones off the apron to the floor. Now look at this. Now it's Mark with the kicks. These two just with the back and forth kicks. Alexander gets sent into those steps. Now Mark looking to make Alexander tap out. But not going to happen. These two just with a back and forth main event clash. RUW Fight Club Championship up for grabs. Who will walk out as the champion? Mark Jones now sending Alexander back inside the ring. Now it's Alexander. Now Mark again with these kicks. Now Alexander's busted open. He cannot catch a break from Mark Jones. Mark Jones, what's he looking for here? Oh, connecting the V trigger. And now he might be looking to put this fight away. Mark Jones now with the super kick, and he retains his championship. Man, what a main event. It was short, but it was sweet. The assassin Mark Jones was getting whooped at the beginning of the contest, but he was able to answer back, connecting this super kick and retaining his championship.
And still world fighting champion, the assassin Mark Jones.
Mark Jones retains his Fight Club Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, that'll just about do it for this week's episode of the RUW Fight Club. Thank you for tuning in if you did. Be sure to tune in Saturday on YouTube for another episode of RUW Decimation, and we will catch y'all then. Have a great day, night, wherever you are in the world. Just have a great time, and we will catch y'all in the next one. Deuces.